Hello, it is so lovely to finally meet you. I will be your image consultant today. Are you excited for your color analysis session? As am I. So I have been an image consultant for years. I have consulted for businesses, celebrities, and everyone in between, elevating their closets and of course getting them comfortable and confident to wear color. So I'm excited to do the same for you. But before we begin, a word from our sponsor. Looking to elevate your wardrobe, amp up an outfit? I have just the solution. Come closer, come closer. Let me tell you the secret. Come closer. It's fragrance. You already know. It is fragrance. I am so kindly sponsored yet again by Scentbird. Thank you so much, Scentbird. And Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service. They are basically the Netflix of fragrance. Netflix offers 600 titles to choose from, and we have Scentbird here that offers 600 brands to choose from. That is crazy. And you can skip a month guilt-free without any penalties. Every month is like getting a gift sent to your door. You get to choose a new fragrance every month for just $16, and they offer top designer brands like Versace, Prada, Gucci, and even indie brands like They're Modest and Vince Camuto. Such a massive choice of scents and diversity. You really get to express yourself through scent, and I really love that. Scentbird is your personal portal to the world of scents. Not sure which ones you want? Based on your preferences, previous purchases, and a simple quiz on the website, Scentbird will help you find the fragrance you'll love. All fragrances Scentbird offers are 100% authentic, and they work directly with brands. I know that we are all guilty of half-empty bottles of perfumes that we know we're never going to use because they just remind us of a really bad decade, a really bad time. You know what I'm talking about. Scentbird is going to help you out, be a bit more conscientious about Mama Earth, and you will not waste not. They provide the perfect amount of fragrance in each vial. With Scentbird, you will never be bored of a scent again, and you can save yourself some money from buying expensive perfumes that you probably, most likely, won't finish. With each fragrance of Scentbird, you get a 30-day supply, so you really get to feel the vibe, the fragrance, and figure out if you really like it, and you don't have to commit to a full-size bottle. We all know that bottles of perfume can be anywhere from $150 to $500, but using my code, you can get some luxury fragrances for just $7. Yeah, $7. I know. Besides, look at how stylish these are. I mean, come on. Look good, feel good, smell good. So make sure to use my code Peace and Saraity 55 for 55% off, $7 for your first box of Scentbird. Scentbird is available for both US and Canada. Now let me show you the scents that I have this time. I got some freshies and some sweet ones as well. Perfect for the transition into spring. So let's talk about the sweet one first. We have Pure Sugar. This one has wild strawberry, pink grapefruit, pink pepper, jasmine sandbach, and praline. This fragrance is deliciously irresistible. Fruity top notes, wild strawberry, and pink grapefruit are rounded up by hints of pink pepper and jasmine, serving up a sugary scent that smells sweet and vibrant, but not overwhelming. This one is really incredible because there is a depth and musk to the scent, but still being very sweet. So I quite like this because I don't like anything overly sweet, intoxicatingly sweet, but this one is the perfect amount of sugary goodness. So I really love that one. The next one is a classic. This is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. came in this light blue case. So light blue excites your senses with sheer Granny Smith apple and brisk cedar, fading into calming bluebell flowers, exotic bamboo, and the classic floral embrace of rose and jasmine. This has lemon, apple, cedar, bamboo, and bluebell. To me, this is a citrusy, zesty scent. I definitely smell the burst of Sicilian lemon, but as it settles down, it becomes very much a skin-like scent, which I really love. So this is very much an everyday scent for me. And lastly, this is so nostalgic because I was definitely a DKNY girl in high school, and this just brings me back. So this is Be Delicious. We have green apple, grapefruit, cucumber, tuberose, and white woods. Plush magnolia, refreshing green apple, and dewy cucumber shimmer over a floral trio of tuberose, soft violets, and powdery roses, truly accented with white woods and silken amber. It's a spray, this one as well. This one is a bit fruitier and floral as well. It is a delicate, fruity scent that again becomes quite skin-like and gives off a nice fruity, musky scent that I just adore. So again, if you would like to look good, feel good, and smell good, be sure to use my code for 55% off your first box. Thanks so much, Scentbird, and back to the video. Now, I always start my color analysis sessions by asking you a few questions. I will be examining your face, examining your eyes, your hair, and asking you a few questions so I can get a feel for your personal taste. Great. Okay. So first, we're going to do a facial exam, and I'm just going to have a look and see what your skin tone is and what your skin coloring is. So my hands are clean, and I'm just going to move your hair away from your face. That way I can get a better look at your beautiful canvas. Okay. You have beautiful skin. Okay, so I can clearly see that you have tanned skin with golden highlights. Yes, natural golden highlights. And your tone would be warm and golden. This is just my initial analysis, but that can clearly change along the way. We shall see. So when sun tanning, does your skin burn easily, tan slowly, or tan faster? Burn easily. Okay. What is your natural hair color? Is this your natural hair color? It's beautiful. I love it. So I would say that this is a dark auburn. You have a lot of red and brown in your hair. So let me just examine your eyes, okay? So I am going to take a look using my trusty little flashlights. And again, my hands are clean, and I am going to lift your lid up, and I want you to look down so you don't get blinded by the light. I wouldn't want that. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to gently lift up your left lid here. We're just going to take a little look here. like to do a little personal examination myself. Even though, of course, I can simply ask the client, what color is your eyes? But sometimes their answer isn't always correct. I know. So now I'm going to check for any flecks, okay? I can see that your eyes are of a dark brown, okay? Leaning warm. And we're going to check to see if we have any flecks within the eye color. Stay looking down. Oh, yes. I definitely see them. They glimmer when the light hits. So, okay. You, my friend, have dark brown eyes, as of course you did already know. And your small flecks of color in your irises are of a rust and yellow shade. Very beautiful, yes. Okay, so which shade of lipstick do you prefer? Pinks, reds, corals, beige. So more on the nude side. Okay. And what do you have more of in your jewelry box? Silver or gold? Okay. Gold. So you do prefer warmer colors, beige lips, gold jewelry. So I would say you're pretty confident in what you feel is best for you. Those colors are very cohesive with one another, so that's good. Okay, which colors would you wear if you could only choose 3? Okay, the first 3 is going to be coral, buttermilk, and bronze. The second little trio is going to be charcoal, dusty rose, and turquoise. And then we have ivory, tomato red, and turquoise yet again. And lastly we have lemon yellow, fuchsia, and mint green. Coral, buttermilk, and bronze it is. Excellent. I am seeing a theme. What color is your car? I know, it's a bit of a strange question, but it really works with color analysis and figuring out, again, what the client feels best in. Typically, what a client feels best in leans towards the colors that best suit them. Okay. Champagne beige. I feel like subconsciously, even though you may feel like you have no clue what colors suit you, subconsciously you do. What is your favorite color? Sage. Beautiful. I love me some greens and blues myself. So, next I want to talk about your true colors. Okay, so this is easy. I can tell what your true colors are before even draping. I'll talk about the draping process in just a moment. You're like, draping? What's that? You'll figure it out. Okay, so your true colors. We have the first base. What is that? This is the color found in the ring around your iris, okay? This is why I was examining your eyes. This is your most formal and powerful neutral, your version of black, okay? Now, that for you is black, brown. Not quite black because there is a touch of warmth, okay? Second base. This is the color taken from the darkest shade of your hair, okay? It is the warmer and less formal neutral, your version of brown. This would be what I call coffee brown. Then we have the third base. This is the color seen in the lightest version of your hair, a playful and informal neutral, your version of khaki. For you, this color would be camel. Sounds good so far? So again, we have black brown, coffee brown, and camel. There is a theme. They're all towards the warm side. Okay, so now for the fun part. This is the draping process. What is that? You will notice that I will have several sheets of fabric. They are all little sections of color. I do like to start off with the basics, white, black. And that is where I can figure out where you lean, okay? And as we move on to the colors, you will see that some colors will look best on you and some colors will not. Now, we all can wear every color of the rainbow. It just depends on the tone, the hue, the saturation. Okay? All of that makes a difference. It's just finding that perfect green, that perfect blue that suits you. One question I always get asked by my clients: how will I know if a color suits me? Very, very simple. If the color suits you, you will look instantly healthy and glowy. All attention will go to your face, not your color. The color should never overpower you or drain you. In fact, the color should intensify the features that you already have and harmonize with your natural coloring. Yes. So, I think that we have covered pretty much everything so far that we needed to. So now we can move on to the draping process. Let me go ahead and gather my fabric swatches and we shall begin. Okay. So first, I like to start with the white and the black. Okay, so here we go. We have our bright white. Although everyone likes to wear black and everyone likes to wear white, it still may not be the best fit for you. In your case, I find that a bright white just completely washes you away, which is something we don't want. So, white isn't your best match, but in general, we can all wear white and we can all wear black. So here is black. Now I know that you stated on the phone that primarily your wardrobe consists of black, which I feel like a lot of us are like. Black can be very flattering on one's silhouette, but in terms of harmonizing with your complexion and your features, I feel like, again, this washes you away as well. I wore black today, and black isn't the best for me either. I already have some pretty dark features myself, and you will notice that the colors that I'm wearing today, the earrings, my scrunchie, those are what really stand out in my wardrobe, not the black top. So, just something to keep in mind. Now we have what I would call an ivory. And right off the bat, your face looks much more glowy and healthy. That is what we want. And did you see that? It was instant. This also makes your eyes a bit more intense. So this is a yes for me. Ivory is your white for sure. Cream, ivory. Now we are going to move on to yellows. This is a chiffon yellow. It's not bad, but I still much prefer ivory if I had to choose. And this is a bit too light in my opinion, so I'm going to pass on that one. Then we have this canary yellow. And this is much too bright, much too neon. This is a no-go. It does nothing for you. Here we have a warmer orangey yellow, leaning towards a mustard shade. This one is quite beautiful on you. I love it. I might even prefer a color similar to this, but a bit on the deeper side. But this does so much for your brown eyes. You see that? And your warm complexion. So this is going to be a yes for me. Then we have an orange. This is your standard orange, not too bright, not too dark. Again, I don't mind this color on you. Maybe something a bit more richer, but I still love this color on you, so I'm going to say yes to that one. Okay, so this is a deeper orange, still a bit bright. This one is really, really nice. In fact, I prefer this one to the last one, but yeah, this is really, really nice. Then we have this color here. This is a bit of a salmon shade. It is a corally pink, I guess you could say. And this is gorgeous on you. Do you see that? Wow. I feel like not too many people can pull this color off, but you absolutely do. This is 100% getting a yes from me. Now we are moving on to our pinks. This is like a light ballet pink. So light, it's almost white. Again, this is much too light and it does nothing. It washes you away. I personally don't like too many colors that have a lot of white on you. So we have this one here, slightly different. I know it looks pretty much the same, but this is almost like that salmon shade, but super muted. It's not bad, but I feel like these super light pastels are not your best bet. Specifically in the pink category, maybe in a different category would suit you better, but let's see. Okay, so here we have a bubblegum pink. This is really, really fun. But I find that this completely clashes with your warm tan skin. So I'm going to have to say a no for that one. Let's see. We're moving to the purpley shades. This color again is like the bubblegum pink, but a bit more purple. Let me show you, because they kind of look very similar, so it's hard to tell. So we have our bubblegum pink, and we have like I don't really know what to call this, but it's like a brighter lavender. Still has a lot of pink to it. So both of these, I would say, are a no-go. Okay. This color, again, is another purple, and purples are more towards the cool tone naturally. And I think for you, you would need a purple with a more red undertone, something a bit more warmer. And this, unfortunately, is not it. Okay. You struggle with purples. Okay. Let's see. This is a bit better because it's a bit more deeper and richer. But if it had a touch of red, I think it would suit you even better. So I'm still going to say no, but we are getting very close. And I do find in general these kind of purples look amazing on dark brown eyes. So again, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Okay, then we have this shade here. This is gorgeous. This is a deeper salmon pink. Not as bright as the first salmon pink. This is absolutely stunning. This is 100% a yes. What do you say? Very gorgeous. It does so much for your face and your features. Okay, let's check out this one. this is like a lighter raspberry shade. And again, we are getting closer, I feel. Unfortunately, I don't have many pinks, but I'm getting an idea. And this is good. It's close. But not close enough, so I'm going to put that in the no pile. This is also pretty close. It does look good on you, but I feel like if I had a touch of purple, that would be amazing. But it's nice. It's nice. I'm going to say yes to this one. It's not my absolute favorite, but we're getting close. This is really, really nice. I love this red on you, absolutely. This red definitely has a bit of warmth to it. So, you see that, right? Okay. So that's going to be a yes. Now we're moving on to greens. You love your greens? Okay. So we have this mint green. You know, it's not bad. I feel like if you were going to do a pastel, a green pastel would be your best bet. I think a multitude of greens are going to look absolutely amazing on you. So I'm going to say yes. Again, even though I wouldn't say pastels are your best color, green pastels are definitely beautiful with your tan skin and your brown eyes. It's just perfection. I wouldn't go towards a light pink, a light purple. I would strictly stick with pastel greens. We have another pastel. This is more leaning towards the sage, so it's a bit more muted and not as poppy, but lovely as well. So I would give this a yes as well. Let's check out this one. Ooh, this is gorgeous. So we're getting a bit darker, not too much, but this is really, really pretty. This is absolutely a yes for me. This green has a little bit of yellow to it, so it does a lot for you. Okay. Then we have this brighter green. This is a crisp green, and even though it is a bit bright, I feel like, again, this color is absolutely gorgeous on you. This would make a great statement color to wear, and this absolutely brings out all of your best features, which is everything. Okay. Now this is a really springy green, grass color. And this is the type of green that I would say wouldn't suit you. It's a bit much, a bit too primary even. So I'm going to say no to that. This is a bit darker. It's better, but it's still not the tone that I like on you, so I'm going to say no. Okay. I think this is going to be the ticket. This is Gorgeous. This is like a khaki green. And look at that. Instant glow up. Gorgeous. This is amazing. Amazing color on you. Okay, so we have this shade. This again is like a sage color. I feel like it has a bit more blue in it, like just a touch. Gorgeous as well. And I have a deeper version of that. It's a bit grayed out. I do really like these on you. This one specifically is a bit more on the cooler tone side, but still, I would say these would look really nice on you. Then we have this rich forest green that is absolutely breathtaking. I love this color on you. This is a complete winner. My favorite greens on you for sure are these. Look at that. I love them. Okay, now we're moving on to the browns. Okay. So this is a beige, and this looks beautiful on you. It's a bit neutral of a color. It's not too cool, not too warm, so it's a safe brown to wear. So I'm just gonna get a yes from me. This is actually, surprisingly enough, a bit more warmer. So this, of course, is a beautiful color on you. So this is the cooler one and the warmer one. I feel like you can get away with these nude shades really well in different versions. This is stunning. So here we have that camel color that I was talking about. And of course it looks amazing. It looks great with your hair, your eyes, killing the game. This is an amazing warm brown. Absolutely obsessed with this color on you. It has a lot of warmth, a lot of yellow. Very rich. And you can pull off those rich undertones. So here we have these two browns. One is much more cool. Okay. And one is much more warm. I do much prefer this color on you. However, again, you are just someone who can simply pull off pretty much every brown in the book. So, yes. And we have this one here, which would be your brown black. It is a super dark, like espresso black. Sorry, brown. And look at that. It's so gorgeous. And it doesn't wash you out like a black would. So I really love that color on you. Now, lastly, we are moving on to blues. Blues are very cool tone. So, I don't know, I have a suspicion that some of these colors will not suit you. this one being one of them. I love periwinkle, I really do. I think this is quite a universal color though, so I am going to pop that in the yes pile. But there certainly are better blues for you. There is a storm amongst us, so my apologies. But these lighter blues, I don't really prefer, to be honest. Let's see. So, again, probably can't really tell the difference, but this one is a bit more aqua. This is definitely much lighter, almost white. And these completely wash you out. This is a bit darker, but still pretty light. So I'm going to say no to that. How about this color here? Okay. This color is a bit more warmer, almost leaning towards a turquoise, like a lighter turquoise. And I would say with your tan complexion, this is amazing. Absolutely love it. This isn't my favorite color on you. I actually much prefer the periwinkle. I'm gonna say no to this color. And I feel like navy, again, is a pretty universal shade. It doesn't look bad on you. You really can handle a rich color like this. So I am going to say yes. And then we have some grays. Grays are also pretty universal. But let's see. I feel like you could get away with a dove gray or a darker gray. This one has a hint of green, so this might be really nice on you. I don't hate them, but they're not my favorite on you because they don't bring out that warmth. So we are done with the draping process. So let me go ahead and organize these colors and I will show you them. So here we have all the colors that we chose. These are the colors that best suit you and harmonize with your natural coloring. So do you notice a theme? They are quite warm. Anything else? Earthy in nature. I would have to agree with that as well. So do you have an idea as to what season you fall in? Not yet? Okay. Well, before I tell you, I do want to do the jewelry test. So let me go ahead and grab my jewelry. Now, I already have a pretty clear indication where you fall, but I still like to do these fun little tests. So I have some gold hoops, and I have some silver hoops, okay? And I'm just going to simply place these gold hoops right by the sides of your face. Okay. You can instantly see how this harmonizes with your natural coloring. So next we are going to these silver hoops side by side. Okay. And this doesn't really do much for you. Of course, silver hoops, a classic. We all have a pair of these in our wardrobe. So I'm not saying throw away your silver hoops. No. But gold is much preferred with your undertone, okay? Now you would be considered warm, okay? You have a tan complexion. I would say you have a medium contrast. So you definitely fall in the warm category, okay? You can even take a look at your veins. Take a look at your wrist, okay? As you take a look at your veins, notice what color they are. Are they green? Are they blue? They're more green. Perfect. So again, that means that you're more warm-based. If you're more cool-based, your veins would be more so on the blue side. Okay, great. So let me go ahead and share what season you are a part of. This is your color palettes, and you are in autumn. So this is what I call a swatch palette, and this shares all the colors that best suit you. You have such a beautiful selection, and you will notice that you are seeing some colors that were part of the draping process that we agreed looked beautiful on you. So, let me read off these colors, okay? We have ivory. We talked about ivory. We have creme, which is a bit more yellow, a bit more darker. We have pewter. This is like a greenish gray. We have our classic navy. Works for many seasons. We have our camel. Then we have khaki, which is gorgeous on you. We have the gray green, bit of the army green. We have golden brown, coffee brown. We have dark brown, black brown, olive, gorgeous. We have brown burgundy, mahogany, light peach, very pretty. We have the deep peach. Oh, these are my favorite on you. We have the coral, and the salmon. Love this color. We have the salmon pink, so perfect pink for you. Then we have bittersweet. Love that. A warm red. Then we have tomato red. Pumpkin. We have Terracotta, another gorgeous shade. We have Rust. Deep Periwinkle. There it is. There it is. We were not wrong. We have Amethyst. Beautiful purple. Violet. Purple. Aubergine. Then we have some of our greens. We have the forest green, and it's the medium aqua. This is stunning. We have turquoise, again, your warmer shades. We have emerald turquoise. This is so stunning. We have teal. We have our true blue. Lime. Ooh, that's a fun one. We have light moss and moss. We have bronze. And we have jade. Emerald green. And buttermilk. Buff. We have light clear gold. So these are some of our yellows and oranges. We have our yellow gold, our marigold. We have our mustard. Is this the last shade? Yes, it is. And there you go. Such a wonderful selection of colors. Don't you agree? Let me go ahead and share some other color palettes with you. We have this one here. This is the Jill Kirsch color palette. This is a palette specifically for your hair color. So since your hair is a bit auburn, you have a lot of brown and golden tones in your hair as well. These are the colors that best suit you. Again, as you can see, we have some earth tones. So you will see your color palette as well, just by taking a look at what suits your hair. We have some reds that are a bit on the warmer side. So some burgundy shades. Then we have a beige and a camel shade. We have this red and orange here. And we have that salmon pink. So beautiful. This is a muted white, okay, so it's not quite ivory, but it's not quite bright either. And then we have some very feisty, rich reds. This is like a watermelon shade, quite beautiful. Again, all very, very warm. Then, if we flip this around, we see some yellows that look amazing with your hair color, and some greens, okay? Again, you're seeing some colors from your autumn color palette. So we have this like khaki green, we have the jade, the olive, love some warmer bluish greens. Very pretty. We have that true blue and the turquoise and teal. And then we have our aubergines. So really these colors do not come as a surprise, only as a confirmation. Next, I am going to be giving you this palette. This is a palette that you can just pop in your purse. And this will be your little shopping companion. So if there's ever a color that you're just not sure about, I want you to take a look inside your little palette and match up the color that you are questioning to a color in your palette. If you don't see that it matches with any of the colors in your palette, most likely it's not part of your season, which again is completely fine. I want you to wear what you love, and if you love the piece and it's not necessarily your color, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so this is a color-coded fan for your season. Color Me Autumn. Warm, energetic, dependable, and sure. Down to earth as are your colors. The autumn look is warmth. Warm earth tones of autumn reflect the golden nature of the season. Paisleys, plaids, rough textures, wools, and tweeds are perfect for the absolute autumn. So, jewelry. Dark gold metals, bronze, and coppers are perfect for you. And there you have it. So let's go ahead and take a look at your autumn color bouquet. These are your autumn's red, orange, your autumn's gold, your autumn's blue, green, your autumn's olive green, and your autumn's pure violet. Okay. We have autumn's orange, autumn's salmon pink, autumn's rust, autumn's brown, and autumn's navy blue. Then we have autumn's deep red orange, autumn's light blue, autumn's tan, autumn's light olive green, and autumn's forest green. Such a pretty bouquet of colors. Then we have autumn's lipstick reds. Gorgeous. And then we move on to the actual colors. So you can see that you have a beautiful selection of shades to choose from your darkest to your lightest. Okay? So this certainly will come in handy. So you're probably asking yourself, now that I know the colors that are right for me and the season I'm in, how do I incorporate all of these colors to make a cohesive outfit? So here I have this color selector. Okay, this helps with figuring out which colors complement each other. Up at the top we have our neutrals. This would be what you wear for your bottoms, your pants, your skirt, even your shoes. Here would be your main color. And this here is your complementary colors. So for instance, let's switch this up to a lighter shade. We have this light bone white as, let's say, a pair of slacks, okay? Then we have a rich red as a top. So let's say we have this red as a turtleneck. Then we can incorporate perhaps some green stiletto heels, or you can wear a green purse. These are split complementary colors as well. So again, colors that you can also incorporate into your outfit. Maybe you want to wear a mustard scarf, or you want to incorporate some jewelry that has a bit of blue. Now, you don't have to wear all the colors that it suggests, because of course that would be a bit much, but it does offer you an idea. Let's try something else. Let's go for red, a red skirt, and then we are going to do, let's see, a mustard blouse, red skirt, mustard blouse, and here we have this complementary color of violet. Again, you can maybe wear a blazer, a violet blazer with your mustard blouse, and that will look really nice. And you can wear a matching stiletto, a matching shoe. So we have our skirt, our shoe, our blazer, and our top. These are, of course, just suggestions, and you can just choose two colors that harmonize with one another. It doesn't necessarily have to be all the colors. Okay, I do want to go over what type of autumn you are. There's actually 3 different autumns and 3 different subcategories with each season. Let me show you here. I show this to all my clients so they can get a better indication as to how each season and each subcategory differentiate from one another. Okay? So here we have our autumns. So we have the soft autumn. We have here the warm autumn. And lastly, up at the top, we have our beautiful deep autumn. And you are a deep autumn. So what does that mean for you? Your eyes tend to be your most dominant feature. You are a perfect mix of both intensity and softness. Okay? Warm, rich, deep colors fit you best. Your colors symbolize the warmth of the golden hour and the depth of the blue sea and emerald forest. Your color palette is quite interesting because it is one of the few colors that is quite warm, however, mixes well with the brightness of the winter season, which makes sense because autumn is a transitional season. So, of course, it would work well with some of the winters that it pulls. Now, colors to avoid. You want to avoid bright neons, most pastels, but again, we talked talked about the green pastels. And you want to avoid most pinks, especially those cool bubblegum pinks. Those do not look the best, okay? But if you like a pink, rock it, go for it. Here we have some beautiful celebrity examples of our dark autumns, okay? Gorgeous, just as you are. We have Cindy Crawford, Eva Longoria, Eva Mendes, Frida Pinto, Gemma Chan, Halle Berry, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Raj P. Henson. Dark autumn's main characteristic is their dark color features. Your hair and eyes have dark tones. Your skin might have darker tones as well, but has a medium contrast between your hair and eyes. You have warm and golden undertones in your features. Your eye colors are generally dark brown or sometimes hazel or dark olive. Your hair color ranges between medium brown to black and golden undertone. Okay? So again, this is the dark autumn color palette. So this is a color palette specifically for dark autumns. Very rich, very deep. And here's just a tip on how to match your autumn colors together. It says technically you can create color combinations by mixing and matching colors in your color palette. You can combine your accent colors with your basic colors or with your dark or light neutral colors. So complementary colors, dark Byzantium and pickle green, burnt umber and deep peacock blue. We have the monochromatic, which is uniform green, dark forest, and pickle green. Those are your greens. And then for your reds, we have burnt umber, chestnut, and cranberry. So that is when all of the colors align within the same color category. Then we have analogous, which is dark olive, uniform green, and pickle green. And then burnt umber, peanut butter, and Indian red. Triadic and tetradic. So I really love this color combination right here. It's quite gem tone, very beautiful. Walnut brown, dark Byzantium, shaded spruce, and pickle green. Since you have a medium contrast between your features, you can mirror that by combining opposite hues in your palette. But avoid adding too many accent colors in your combinations. Complementary, analogous, or somewhat triadic combinations are good options for you. They provide high contrast, but not overwhelming. You can pair dark and light colors in order to create contrast as well. Make sure you choose darkest and lightest shades from your color palette. Monochromatic combinations may make you look a bit dull and faded, so be careful. Black and white is not in your color palette since they have cool undertones. You have different shades for that, such as brown, gray, beige, and taupe instead. Now, in terms of what patterns are fitting for a autumn, there is only one set of pattern that I would recommend. Do you know what it is? Yes, it's that top one up there. Medium level contrast, medium scale pattern, dark autumn background color. Very good example for dark autumns. Here we have another one that almost mimics this one, but the colors in here are more for a dark winter. Still medium contrast, but a bit too bright and just not in your color palette. Here we have a very high contrast, very light background, so again, not a good example. Here is an example of some jewelry that would suit a dark autumn. So again, we have some oranges and reds, very rich in color, and of course, golds. Okay, so now I want to show you some pieces that I think would look fabulous on you. I am going to pick out some of the pieces that you were unsure of, and we can talk about them. Okay? Here we go. So here is a piece that you were unsure of. This is a sweater from your wardrobe, and it is very purple, very violet, and we did talk about violets. As you can see, violet is certainly part of your season, and this is a very rich purple. In fact, you would see this color also in winter. There is some intermingling with colors here. Again, because autumn is a transitional color. So I will say that this color will suit you. However, I think that there is a color that I might like a bit better. But yes, this does fall within your color palette. Let me show you the other sweater. So here we have this one here. It still leans towards the purple, but it has some of that red. And I think that you will feel more comfortable in this shade. What do you think? Yeah, the violet is much more of a primary color. It is part of the rainbow after all. But I feel like this one here is more of a mixture of different colors. We have some red and we have some purple. This color is still deep and rich. However, it is a bit softer than this shade here. This could be a bit too harsh, and with your medium contrast, I feel like this would be your best bet. So here we have this piece here. This is quite an interesting piece. I absolutely love it. I love the sleeves as well. I love a good exaggerated sleeve. Now, I love the print as it is paisleys, and paisleys work well with the autumn season. I also love that it has touches of gold, so it does incorporate that warmth. The colors in this particular top are quite muted, but I still feel like this could certainly work for your season. We still see a lot of shades that work well. We have a lot of the beiges and browns in this top, and you can play off of those colors with your accessories and your bottoms, and it will all come together quite nicely. If you were to say wear maybe blue bottoms, it would definitely make the blue stand out a bit more, and not necessarily the earth tones. So you really want to play on the earth tones with this top, and you can definitely make it work for your season. And here we have a pink top. Again, love these sleeves. Very, very beautiful. But I will say that these types of pinks just don't work with your color season, and they truly wash you out. So they don't do anything for your complexion, and so I will have to say that this top is a no-go. However, let me show you a top that would work if you're looking for a pink top. Now, you don't really have too many pinks in your color palette. This would be considered your pink. This is more of a salmon shade, and if you are in the hunt for a pink top, this is the color choice that works best for you. Okay. You mainly want to incorporate these autumn pops of colors for your top, as it is closest to your eyes, your hair, and your beautiful features. Okay? So this is a gorgeous shade. What do you think about this? It's very, very nice and still very earthy. Okay. So let's talk about some patterns, some other patterns that I like. So there are going to be some pieces that just scream autumn. This is one of them. It has some beautiful marigold shades. We have some rust color, some orange. Basically a splash of your entire color palette. And it even has some shimmering gold. So this would be a gorgeous top on you. Absolutely. And a great way to incorporate many colors from your season without being too overwhelming, as the flowers on this top are quite small. Okay. This is another way to incorporate a pattern, and this is another way to incorporate a red. This is a beautiful shade of red that works for you, as it is a warm red. It has a splash, a tiny, tiny splash of orange. You can barely see it. But we have these beautiful sleeves with this Art Deco print. Very beautiful. And within the sleeve, we have colors of ivory, marigold yet again, and some fine gold shimmer, gold thread that looks like shimmer. So very, very beautiful fluff. Okay. Now, if you want to go for a bluish green, this is gorgeous. This color reminds me of the Caribbean. And since it is such a striking color, I would go for just a solid. Okay. Still has some fun sleeves though. But this is a beautiful shade if you like your greens or your pops of colors and your blues, because you don't have many blues that you can wear, but this is one of them. Okay. Let me show you some other greens, as greens are one of the best colors for you. So this is a beautiful, I guess you could say, lime green. It's a bit more subdued than a lime. A little chartreuse. Very, very beautiful. It has this little pearl accent here, and this is quite an interesting color. I personally am an autumn myself, and this is a color that I wouldn't necessarily gravitate towards. It's very different than a lot of the greens that I really love, but it's a piece that you just have to try on, and it really just elevates your wardrobe, elevates your features. And again, this is definitely a statement color. It's a statement piece for sure. And I love that they added the warm pearl details as well. Very, very different, but I promise you, gorgeous color on you. Now this is more of a green that you might prefer. It is that beautiful sage green, almost leaning olive. This is really, really nice, yes. So, you have a wonderful selection of greens. So if you're looking for a green that is a bit more lighter and a bit more on the neutral side, this would be your color. Now, mustard is another color that is gorgeous. And again, for me, this is like a color that I wouldn't typically pick out, but once it's on, it's really, really beautiful. And it just makes your complexion just absolutely glow. Like, I'm wearing the black. Pop this on. Do you see the difference in my complexion? Yeah, it's certainly a game changer. And again, a color that you don't see many wearing. So, if you want to be different, then there you go. This is another green that I feel suits winters and suits autumns. Another transitional shade. And this is your teal. This is a deep teal. So gorgeous. It really makes your brown eyes pop. Let me tell you. Gorgeous, right? Okay. So we also have some nudes, browns. This is a lovely brown, lovely shade that will work for you. So a lot of the browns will work for you. Neutrals really amplify your features, and this is no exception. I also just love the slinkiness of this top as well. So pretty. So there's one option. It's like a soft brown. Then we have this one here, which is more of a bronze. It's not only a bronze, but it is truly metallic like a bronze. Great top to go out in, very fun, and you can play up your eyes, make them very rich and very bronze as well. So, absolutely stunning. Next we have a standard darker brown. So this would be your black. So wearing black, popping on that brown. Do you see the difference? So again, I love finding solid pieces that have fun. You know, that have the fun sleeves or maybe something going on in the neck area. I like a basic, but I don't like a boring basic. So then we have our aubergine. Another texture that I really love. This is leather, faux leather. But again, such a rich, gorgeous color, especially for the dark autumn. Such a beautiful piece. This is another piece that just screams autumn. Again, you will find a lot of tops that just have colors that just work well together because, of course, the fashion designers know color theory. They know it works well together, and this just has basically every color from your color palette. So it's quite beautiful. So this is how we would break down an outfit. We start with our basic, the most dominant item of clothing, usually what's on top. Then we have our accent, the color that ties together the basic clothing item with the neutral. So again, this is the basic, this is the accent. We have our neutral, which typically is the final item of clothing, usually a basic pant, skirt, or short. And then we have our accessory, which is the color of an item that ties the outfit together. Scarf, jewel, handbag, shoe, etc. Let me show you how I would break down an outfit. So here is an outfit breakdown for an autumn. We have our basic, the most dominant item of clothing, usually what is worn on top. So here we have our blazer with beautiful shades of our neutral autumn colors. Okay, gorgeous. Next, what are we going to do? We are going to wear a accent shade. This is the color that ties together the basic clothing item with the neutral. Okay, so this is going to be your blouse. Let's just place this inside the blazer so you can really see how it looks. And I like this ivory top and how it is quite romantic compared to the masculinity of this blazer. So very nice. Then we have our neutral, typically the final item of clothing, usually a basic pant, a skirt, or short. In this case, we have these brown pants. Okay, so it's kind of hard to put them all together, but we have our pants that are a deep brown, and we have our blazer, our blouse, and for our accessory, we have this olive green purse. How do you like it? Excellent. Yes, this is a very fun purse, and you can wear a burgundy purse, a tan purse, olive purse. But in terms of this piece, I really enjoy the olive for a nice pop since everything is pretty neutral. I'll show you what shoes. What shoes I would also wear with the outfit. I would wear these brown booties. Very cute. So they have a bit of leather and a bit of suede, and they are a nice rich brown. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the makeup portion of this color analysis, and I will share what will work best for your dark autumn season. Okay, so here we have makeup for the dark autumn, which is dark and warm. You have dark features and you have a medium contrast. For foundation and concealers, anything from ivory, warm golden beige, olive brown, reddish tan, and chocolate brown are within the dark autumn spectrum. For bronzers, I would say medium gold, dark tan, and deep brown. For eyeshadow, these are the colors that will suit you best. Let me bring it in a bit closer so you can see. Okay, we have ivory, apricot, pale beach, camel, wood, dark umber, copper, mahogany, dark indigo, teal blue, juniper, and pale dark sea green. For mascara, dark brown, dark warm gray, but we all wear black mascara, let's be honest. For eyeliner, aubergine, dark olive, and dark brown. For lip and cheek makeup, matte or shiny, avoid cool, bright colors and glossy finishes. So again, we love those warm tones. So we have pale salmon, pale vermilion, berry red, cardinal red, pale magenta, mulberry. We love our peaches, we love our rust shades, our oranges, even coppers. For lipstick, pale vermilion again, berry red, mulberry, pecan brown, dark wine, dark chocolate. These are, of course, what they suggest, but it's not set in stone, okay? So let me go ahead and show you a visual of some lip colors that will look beautiful on you. So again, we have some beiges. I know you like the beige bronze, and I really love a good shiny nude gloss. We have chocolate, we have tangerine, we have spiced ginger, very beautiful. We have the lovely Gabrielle Union, and she is a dark autumn or deep autumn, and she is using some warm tones on her face, as you can see. And we have this beautiful quad from Wet n Wild with some oranges and cranberries and browns. And you can see the color palette up top. And I love the orange blush for inspo. Let's see. Then we have, again, some more color inspo. So we have true red, tomato, terracotta, cinnamon, pecan for the lips, cinnamon and terracotta for the cheeks. And we're seeing some more of the same colors, the greens and the purples, bronze. So I think we are pretty much set on that, and I will show you some makeup that I have here. So in terms of eyeshadow palettes, these are some eyeshadow palettes on the market that would suit you really well. We have the Urban Decay Naked Honey palettes. A lot of beautiful, warm, golden shades if you're more of a neutral gal. These are super, super warm on the yellow side of brown, okay? Then we have, if you want some color, we have the Wild Chameleon Huda Beauty palettes, which offers some reds, some aubergines, some oranges, some coppers, and even this lovely purple here. Very, very beautiful. Then we have the Safari palettes from Natasha Denona. This one, out of all palettes, definitely screams autumn, as each one of these colors are direct colors from your autumn color palette. And these are all matte as well. If you're not really into metallics, shimmers, glitters, this is your palette. And then we have the Gemini palette. This is from Melts Cosmetics. This has some lovely rust shades, some mustardy shades, and we have some of our greens. Very, very earthy in tone, very rich. We also have this Elia palette. And again, we have some earthy, warm tones, very ruddy, and looks beautiful with your brown eyes. So is there a particular color palette that you would like me to try on your eyes? The Gemini palette. Perfect. Okay. So let me go ahead and grab my brushes, and I'm going to grab my primer as well. So let's pop on the primer. This is from Fenty Beauty. Okay. Close your eyes. And I'm gonna blend, and blend. Perfect. Up into the brow bone. And a little on your lower lash line, so look up. Okay. So there's that. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this shade here, Luna, and pop this into your crease. Here we go. Just blend it into your crease. This is going to be a crease and transitional shade. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Next, with the same brush, just dusting off the other color, we're going to go into Lorelei and a little bit of Mochi. Okay, I love mixing shades together, and this is going to go in your crease as well, about 2/3 of the way in. 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3, 2/3. Sorry for all the rattling. That is the storm. But this looks beautiful. I'm also going to bring it in to your mobile lid. Okay. Next, taking another fluffy brush, I am going to go into Polka Dot. And I'm also going to put this into your crease. And outer V. Ever so slightly. Just the edge of your crease. And outer end of your mobile lid. Okay. Now, we're going to add some of this shade Goals, this green, to your mobile lid. Okay? So close your eyes. I'm going to tap, 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 tap. And on this side, we're going to tap, 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 tap. Perfect. Now, I think I like it as is, but I'm going to add some depth. So, going into Cupcake, and just adding this to the outer end here, and the outer end here. Perfect. And bringing this all together with Lorelei and Mochi. Look up. This is going your lower lash line. Lower lash line. Okay. Lower lash line. And just a little more polka dot on your lower. On your lower 2/3 of your lower lash line. Excellent. Just smoking it out a bit. And I think that we are good with that. So then for a liner, we want to use a warm liner. Okay, so it is between these two liners. We have a classic brown. Can't go wrong with that. And we have this bronzy golden shade. This one is quite metallic, so I don't know if you're into that. So I want you to look down for me because I'm going to get your waterline here. Okay. Lower. Waterline. And we're also going to do your tight lines. Look up. Perfect. Add some mascara. Okay. Okay, so when I say blink, 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 and this side, blink, 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 blink. Good. And your lower lashes. Perfect. Love that. And for blush, let me show you some options. We have this Melt Cream Blush Light in Honey Thief. This is a beautiful salmon shade, so right up your alley, and also would look fabulous with the green. Then we have this Kiss of Rose, which is extremely copper in my opinion. It's basically like a shimmering version of this guy. Then we have more of a deeper shade. This is Patrick Ta's She's So LA. And this one here is very brown, very warm, very nude. And let's see what else we have. We have this Kosas Color and Light Cream in Tropic Equinox. And this is also quite a nude, but it's much lighter. It also comes with a highlight as well. That will look fabulous. I have a lot of cream products. This is from Honest Beauty. And this is in Coral Peach. The name says it all. A bit more orange, I guess you can say. So those are the colors there. I think that we're gonna go with the Honey Thief. Go ahead and grab a brush. Just pop this on your cheeks. Pop, 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 pop. Corals and greens look really great together. Okay. So there's that. We can also add a little bit of shimmer if you want. Blend. I love this color myself. Okay, I know that was a lot, but we shall move on. Then I'm going to show you some lip products, okay? I love glossy nude lips. So we have a variety. We have a very light nude. This is Marc Jacobs Moon Glow. This is very nude, so this would be almost like a lip topper. Then we have the Well People Bio Extreme Nudist Gloss. This is gorgeous. Not super warm of a nude, but I really like that one. And then we have this one here in the shade Cider Donut. It has a lot of gold running through it. It's very beautiful. It's like a reddish brown. Then we have like a spiced color. This is the shade Mull It Over. It has some orange to it. It's definitely like a terracotta. Very pretty. From MAC. Then from Anastasia, we have Praline. This one has a bit more pink to it, but still quite warm. Another deep shade in Chai from Bite Beauty. Very pretty. And your classic brown. Can't go wrong. This is Marc Jacobs J'adore. But I think what you have going on right now, the MAC Mull It Over Powder Kiss lipstick will look stunning on you. So let's give that a go. You can keep this, okay? Never been used. So pucker up. Beautiful. This is a powder lipstick, so it's very light on the lips. It feels like you have nothing on. However, I think I'm going to top it with a little bit of this. It's quite clear, so you don't have to worry. Okay, just in the center. Dip, 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 as it explodes all over. Perfect. So, there you have it. So, have a look in the mirror, see how you like it. I don't apply a foundation for these sessions. I merely just apply the color so you can see it with your natural color tone without any foundation hindering your natural complexion. But I know, of course, to get the full look, we all want that foundation. And I do suggest, since you are in autumn, to really amplify, intensify your features by contouring. So find you a really nice contouring palette. A contour palette is really great because it's going to do the work for you. It's going to have your cool tones, your warm tones, and your light tones for your highlighting. So, yes, check yourself in the mirror. Tell me how you like it. Wonderful. I am so glad you love your look. Now, I did notice you have a beautiful nail color on your nails. Do you color your nails often? As do I. So let me share some options with you before I leave you. So we have a beautiful green here. This is from Soya. It is the shade Dree. Very gorgeous, slightly different to the green that I'm wearing right now. Looks very similar, but this is Soya's Arbor, which is also a great option. But this is Dream. Then we have a lovely gold. This is Astrid. It's a chunky glitter. Very galaxy-like, beautiful. For a brighter pop, we have Zoya's Cecilia. Gorgeous. My favorite Zoya polish. Then we have Zoya's Hunter, which is just that. A beautiful hunter green. This is Zoya's Pepper. A beautiful earthy red. And of course, browns are beautiful. This is Amelia. If you're looking for a nude, this is a salmon pink in the shade Piper. So those are all of the nail polish colors that I recommend to you. Do you have any questions for me? No? Okay. So just to recap, you are in autumn. More specifically, you are a deep/dark autumn. You have dark features. You are a medium contrast. Colors that suit you best are warm, rich, and earthy tones. You want to avoid neons. most pinks and most pastels. You want colors to harmonize with you and make sure that you're not wearing anything that is overpowering you, making you look sallow, grayed. So stick with your color palette and your features will be enlightened and intensified in the most beautiful way. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your image consultant today. I had such a fun time, and I hope that you are much more confident in wearing color and to incorporate some color into your black wardrobe. But remember, confidence is about wearing what you love, and you don't necessarily have to stick with your palette. You can definitely bend the rules. It's perfectly fine. Confidence is about being you. Thank you. It was my pleasure.